Traders, how the devil are you? Welcome back to Simply Forex. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of February. We're going to start with yesterday's trades. And if you stay till the end of the vid, guys, I'm also going to give you today's trade ideas and the important news. So stay tuned. Let's start with yesterday. And Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar was one trade, and we were looking to sell it. So this is the trade I almost took. Right, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, price has retraced, and this is where we find ourselves. But we've got lower lows, lower highs. That is the quintessential downtrend. Okay, and you know, before we even saw yesterday's candle, we had a nice big bearish candle bouncing off of this really nice resistance. And the idea was just to take it back down to here. And you know, with yesterday's candle as well, guys, things are looking good, and it will still be a trade idea for today to come lower. If we drop to the H4 now, because we were waiting for a break of these lows, yeah, because for me, until it breaks this level here, you know, we're not too sure of, you know, H4 structure, because if we followed H4 structure, you know, arguably when it breaks this, structure has changed, which it does with this candle here. But then we don't want to be selling into this level. All right, so that's why we needed to wait for a break of that level. And we got it. Yeah, we got it with this candle here. But as I've said many times before, trading a breakout is difficult, right? Why is it difficult? Because this is a breakout trade. It's not a retrace. My usual trade would be a retrace and then we come lower. And that's what I'll be looking for today. Because if you start entering here, you know, where'd you put your stop? Up here? I would argue you would. You know, perhaps above the moving average 20. Yeah. And then your target's down here. So it makes this trade difficult, more difficult than a retrace. You know, does our risk, you know, if this is our risk, this is our reward, does this make sense, etc. So breakouts are difficult, all right? So for that reason, I haven't entered this trade yet, although I wanted to, okay? So what I'll wait for today, guys, is a retrace, perhaps into here, and then we'll come lower. So it could still be a trade idea for today. So that was Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar from yesterday. We was also looking at Aussie dollar CAD, but this just never broke down. And this is interesting, guys, as well, because you need your criteria met. Okay, so Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, we've been selling. All right, we find ourselves at this level here. Yeah, it was in a bit of a range, really. Started to range between these two levels. All right, and then ever since we've seen this bearish candle, I've been interested in selling back down to here. All right, even with yesterday's candle that didn't break these highs, I've still been interested in selling. All right, but there's a big but here. If you look at the H4, at no point has this structure broken down. So we don't have a trade. So a structure break, you know, is really a setup for me. I look for other things as well, but really a structure break is a big indication that sellers are taking control of this market in this example, because we're looking for sells. And it just never breaks down. Yeah, as you can see, it just hasn't broken down. On the H4, it hasn't broken down. And if we look at the H1, you know, it hasn't broken down on the H1 either, guys. You know, ever since way back here, yeah, you know, it's just been in an uptrend. So, you know, I wanted to sell this, but nothing at any point has told me to sell it. All right. And yeah, so we didn't. Simple as that, guys. You need your criteria to be triggered for you to enter. So no trade with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. And the last trade was Euro, New Zealand dollar. This one was a little frustrating because it just didn't retrace. But let's start with the day chart. And as you know, we were looking to sell this. All right, so we were in a downtrend. Okay, just follow structure. We were in a downtrend and we were here from yesterday. Okay, right? It was in a downtrend. We had this nice big bearish candle, and we had a bit of room to move into back down to these lows. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened, guys. If we drop to the H4, it just never retraced. There, we finally got a break with this candle here. This low broke out of this grey zone, right? And even this wick was telling me that we might get a bit of a retrace, you know, into here, some value, and then we come lower. But instead, Euro New Zealand just dropped. Yeah, we just couldn't get into it, guys. There was no retrace. So again, no trade on Euro New Zealand dollar. And that's been the story of the markets a bit at the moment, guys. You know, yeah, you know, even if we do get a break, we're not getting the retrace. It just whizzes off. So it makes it tricky to enter, guys. All right. So yeah, those are the trade ideas from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Traders, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas and my analysis every single day, then please come join us. We'd love to have you. So subscribe to the channel right now, guys. Smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. Thank you very much. Right, trades for Tuesday the 20th. Before I get started, if you haven't joined our trading community yet, then why not, guys? There's like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas, trades. Yeah, come join it. Come join our free Discord channel. We've also got the VIP Discord channel. If you would like my trade signals, also access to the Trading Academy, which is just full of tutorials, and you get access to me, as in you can ask me questions throughout the day, then go check out the VIP Discord channel. Also, if you would like to be coached one-on-one, then I offer a mentorship program. If you're interested, drop us an email and we'll send you the details. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's loads of perks for doing so. So check it all out. It's all in the video description. Also, don't forget, live stream today, Tuesday, 7 AM New York EST time. All right, so get all your questions ready for me. And also, guys, speaking of questions, what do you find difficult in trading? What do you have problems with? What do you struggle with? Let us know below this video and we're going to start creating some tutorials. All right, so leave your comment below this vid. Right, trades. So generally speaking, guys, I am seeing New Zealand dollar strength, okay, and generally speaking, Swiss franc weakness. All right, this is generally what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's focus on New Zealand dollar strength first of all. So Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, still a trade idea as well. So we'll start with this one. And we were looking to trade this from yesterday as well. So we're in a downtrend. Yeah, and we find ourselves here. So we're in a downtrend. We've bounced off some nice resistance. We've got bearish candle, even broke this little level here. And the idea is just to come back down to these lows. All right, so that's the idea. If we drop down to the H4, the problem with this is just that it, you know, it's been difficult to get in on because it's just dropped like a stone. There's been no retrace before we come lower, and I'm still looking for a retrace. I've added this grey zone, guys. I could make this one big grey zone. It is one big grey zone, let's be honest. Because you've got these levels through here, yeah, and this here, obviously this has reacted, and you've got these lows here. What I want to see, guys, is a move up into this grey area somewhere. All right, maybe the moving average 20 comes round, we get a retrace, a bearish reaction, and then I will start selling back down to these daily lows and this 0600 psychological level. All right, so Aussie dollar, New Zealand sell. And to continue this New Zealand dollar strength, I'm also looking at pound New Zealand dollar sell. And again, we need a retrace. But let's start with the day chart. And as you can see, guys, you know, price has been breaking down and this is where we find ourselves. Yeah, we got lower highs, lower lows, and even yesterday's candle is just a continuation of trend because it broke these lows. Yeah, if we're thinking, oh, there's, this support is holding, it's not breaking, kapow. Yeah, yesterday's candle broke that support, and we've got room to move into before the next support level. And I just aim for the psychological level before that, so 20400. If we drop down to the H4, yeah, I still want to see a retrace, guys. And really, so we've got this area here, yeah, which price could react in. Yeah, it could, but it just feels like that's not enough of a retrace for me. If price, we got a bearish reaction in here, we could start selling from in here. But it feels like this could retrace more. And basically, guys, anywhere between this last H4 high, yeah, and this grey zone, yeah, anywhere up to there, I will sell it. Yeah, because this area here would mean a H4 structure break. If that happens, I'm not interested. But I will sell it anywhere between here and here, pretty much. All right, so maybe price wants to come up and hit the moving average 20. Maybe it wants to come all the way back up to this grey zone. Maybe it only wants to retrace to here. So all of this is what I'm looking at, but the entrance or the reason to enter will be the same. I'm looking for a bearish reaction, and that could be a H1 and or H4 bearish candle, combined with perhaps an M15 structure breakdown. All right, those of you who like fibs, I also plot fibs now and again, guys. So if you just take it from the last H4 high to this low, these become interesting levels for me as well. All right, could it potentially react here? All right, so we shall see, guys, but happy to sell that anywhere in between here, and here. So we shall see. Again, I'll put all of my trades in the VIP Discord. So that's New Zealand dollar strength. We're now going to focus on Swiss franc weakness. And there's a couple I like the best. So Aussie dollar Swiss franc is the one that I like here. So we could argue a little bit overbought, right? If we look at the day chart, yeah, let's just follow structure. We're clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, we're getting higher lows, higher highs, broken all of these levels in here. All right, looking good for buys, potentially back up to here, even all the way back up to these highs here. So it's looking good. It's a little bit overbought. If you look where the moving average 20 is and you look where price is, it is a little bit overbought, but that is a very bullish continuation of trend candle. Yeah, there's very little top wick. There's just had a day of buyers there. All right, so that's telling me to buy this as well. If we drop down to the H4, again, we just want a bit of a retrace, guys. So we can see this area through here on the H4 where price has reacted many times. What I'd like to see is price come back down to here. Perhaps the moving average 20 catches up. We get a bullish reaction, and then we can start buying Aussie dollar Swiss franc. All right, so we like that trade. And finally, guys, my last trade idea is this Swiss franc Japanese yen. And guys, before I show you this trade idea, if you enjoy receiving my analysis every day, then please come join the channel. Smash that subscribe button. And if everyone could please smash the like button, it really helps support the vid. Thank you. Yeah, last trade idea is this, guys, is Swiss franc Japanese yen. So we had a breakdown, not a mental breakdown, a structure breakdown on Swiss franc Japanese yen. Although trading could give you a mental breakdown, I reckon. Here, as soon as we got this candle here, we've been in a downtrend. We have lower lows. Okay, we're also getting lower highs. Yeah, potentially here. Right, so we are in a downtrend, although it's not exactly a prominent downtrend, but we're in a downtrend. So we're in a downtrend, we're getting these lower highs, right? We're not really making lower lows, but we're sort of in a descending, that is the worst line I've ever drawn. We're kind of in a descending triangle. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Yeah, and price will eventually, you know, typically because of the descending triangle, will want to break lower. Okay, but it could do this as well, guys. All right, but price is contracting, but there's still room in here for us. We've got a bearish candle, and the idea is just to come down to the bottom of the triangle. Yeah. If we look at the H4, we still need certain things to happen, right? And there's that you can see it in here, guys. There's this level through here, yeah, where price is reacting many times. All I want to see, guys, is a break of this level. Perhaps we get a bearish candle here, we get a bit of a retrace, and then we can start selling this back down to these lows. All right, so we need to see that break of this level here, and then I'm interested in selling it. All right, guys, so yeah, those are my trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Tuesday, the 20th of February. So we had the RBA meeting minutes overnight, and that's put a bit of strength into the Aussie dollar. But the news we're interested in, first of all, is this. We've got Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking at 10:15. All these times are London GMT. So at 10:15, we need to be aware when he speaks because he could move the pound, guys. All right, so must be aware of that. After that, the only other piece of news really that we're looking at is this. 1:30, coming out of Canada, we've got CPI figures. And we all know how important inflation is. So this is really going to move Canadian dollar pairs potentially. If you're still awake and still trading, I would pay attention to this. 9:45 coming out of New Zealand, the PPI input. All right, so yeah, quite a light news day today, so you are free to trade. Guys, don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 7 AM New York EST time. Get your questions ready, subscribe, like, and I'll see you later.